Hello and welcome back to the Awesome Baduk Masterclass. I'm Eric Lee, and we are now in week 3, game 6 overall, back to the Nanyang Cup um, top 8 quarterfinals match between Guzahal and Shinjinso. So now that I have watched the video, I will link that video in the description. Um, we're going to go back over this game. I also looked at it via AI. I updated my Katago, and it seemed to agree with all of these suggestions. Let's take a look at the game again. So here, um, this is a interesting move that I don't see very much. I think the idea is to aim at p4, and that's why. Or sorry, yeah. The idea is that if white tenukis, you can play o5, which is a really good way of peeping at the shape, and making shape for black. So white has to respond here, and then AI really likes this knight's move, and as like an asking move, white has to respond usually, and then you tenuki. If white tries to come out, then black gets to Atari and make shape very easily. Um, and I think the reason why you don't add moves here is that there's a lot of ways for white to sort of peep at the shape and take advantage of black locally. Um, something like this and like ruin this kind of shape. And I feel like adding moves here actually isn't productive now, like looking at it. And it makes a lot of sense to me that you would want to Tenuki first and then play here later. Um, Very interesting way of thinking, but it makes sense when you look at the AI and you see a bunch of different variations. It feels like adding moves here just gives black more commitment to this area. It makes this group feel heavier. Instead of just 3 light stones, it feels like you actually have to do things to it. And as soon as you start, it becomes harder and harder to stop. And I think that's the thing that amateurs, especially like me, amateurs, we get into this position and we're like, okay, well, I should add a move here because it feels nice. And then we get, peeped. And then we're like, well, I've added this move. I must, continue. And it's just this kind of spiral kind of thing, right? You have to keep going because it's like a sunk cost thing. Once you've added one move, you've already increased the value of playing there more, so you end up playing a lot of moves. And then, so we look at this, and this is just a normal Joseki. And then here, and I'm glad that I thought that B7 was correct because this is the AI suggestion. Because you're usually supposed to push once and then go away, and I was wrong in that you can die here if you're not careful. Because after this, you need another move. So white can if you just say teruki somewhere, I don't know, white can play here, and if you block, then this is a well-known killing shape. So yeah, like you should push. I don't know why this push wasn't played. Very very weird from Shinjinso. Also, this move still strikes me as odd, but I mean, I think it's reasonable. We get this kind of thing, and then boom, and then yeah. So I'm glad that I thought white should push up. And even here, you should push up still. The AI likes this, but Shinjinso did not, or Guzuhal did not like this. So we played these moves, which is unusual for this kind of situation. And then we cut, and here the AI wants to play here to surround outside. And yeah, but the outside kind of becomes a little bit heavy. Um, I also would be a little bit skeptical at playing this move and forcing white to live on the side, just because I feel like with this Aji here at p16 able to come out, I feel a little bit nervous for the health of the black group in the center. I would rather have these two stones and deal with them, because they're a lot lighter. And this move is really cool. Um, oh, notably, you can't do this because of this move. Um, so like even if you take two stones, the problem is you lose your corner, and I missed that. So you connect this way and do this. Yeah. So we do this. This is apparently a mistake, but the details are pretty complicated. I definitely recommend you watch the video from Yoon Nim. She illustrates it very clearly. Then we do this. We protect the corner, try to make shape. White keeps us cut, and then we. Oh yeah. This is the first homework is actually over here. I actually illustrated this in my first video, and I'm glad that I found it. But you can't actually come out here. This is going to die if you do it this way. Um, and if you go for this ko is very 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 good for black. So yeah, very good results here because of the D12 stone. So let's go back to um, here. Oh, sorry. Here. So we do this, and we jump here, and then this happens. So yeah, so this does affect the life and death of the corner. But there's always P2. But I guess the white group also wanted to make living shape. So P2 maybe is very natural here, but I think that maybe black did not like the fact that white over here is going to make life by uh, like push and then there's always a way to push here for life or take the stone in the corner for life. Maybe you push out here first. It's yeah. I think that black didn't like that because you also had to make do with the 04 cut. So after this, we get the cross cut, which is unusual. And then here, and this was a mistake. It made a lot of sense to me when I saw it. I would not have thought of this as a mistake, but uh, in it comes from understanding the life and death in the corner. And if you, for example, just play here, and black comes up, now this corner can die if you play here, which is really cool. And a good thing to know about, because after this you connect back, and then here you just calmly connect under, and now there's no way for black to continue. And it's really cool that you're using this shape for the attack, and you're enclosing black. There's no way for black to make life. It's a really cool killing technique. Um, didn't really think of it this way, thinking about how L2 affects the corner is interesting. Okay, so we do this, and yeah, we go here. Um, yeah, so this move, it's okay to exchange P18 for N19. I think looking at it later, so white can either play here to extend liberties to fight this group, but if this group has too many liberties, then you just play K18, and K18 was eventually played. Um, and I think the cool thing is this move also. So like if you don't play this move, if you just do this, this cut exists forever, right? And so you kind of have to deal with this. Um, Something like this. So that I think is the idea. I guess maybe you can come out here and play e12. So maybe not exactly straight, but um, the point of this move is that now, after this exchange that White is kind of like forced to do, now there's no cut, and that's a really cool little detail. And Black gains here and then plays here. Yeah. Yeah, it was a really cool game. A lot of really interesting ideas. I'm glad that a lot of my instincts were correct. There were a lot where I was definitely not correct and did not understand what was happening. But looking over the game with I think this game makes a lot of sense. I definitely recommend checking out Yoon Youngsun's review. I really enjoyed it. It was a longer form review than Cho Yonu. Cho Yonu's reviews were mostly 10-ish to 15-ish minutes, and Yoon Youngsun's reviews were both in this week were both 30-minute videos. So I did enjoy the level of detail that was being used, and talking about a lot of points in this game that I was curious about and were addressed very nicely. I really did appreciate that. So check out that game, and I hope you enjoyed this review. Join me as I go into the final week with the last two games coming soon. Thanks for watching and listening.